Hey there, Abiding fam. How are you? I hope you are having a fantastic day wherever you are and whatever time it is. I'm having a pretty good day because I'm here with my journal. I'm here with my apple cider with some cinnamon in this nice, cool fall weather. And I'm here with you, my Abiding fam, which is always a good thing. So if you're a new family member, make sure that you officially join by hitting that little subscribe button at the bottom. We'd just love to have you be a part of this community. So now that you've subscribed and are officially a part of our Abiding fam, let's jump into this entry and talk about what I'm working on here. So for this entry in my Abiding journal, I'm actually dividing a page into two different entries. So 2 different days, since both of these days I didn't have a whole ton that I wanted to talk about. You know, that's how life is. Some days are crazy busy or just filled with amazing, wonderful memories you want to document, and some are just more average days, and that's totally okay. But every day, and I mean every day, whether it's the most boring possible day of work, something horrible happened, or it's the best day of your life, it's your wedding day, your baby was just born, every single day matters and is worth documenting. That's what I believe. You know, for me, it's the little ordinary moments that sometimes bring me the most joy to look back on. And so that's what I'm trying to do with hashtag my abiding journal, is I'm trying to document an entire year of my life, both the big exciting moments. You know, I have vacations like what is coming up in some of these entries. I have my engagement to my wonderful fiance. Some really big moments definitely happened this year, but I also have days that are just little moments, the little things tucked within the ordinary that still bring my heart abiding joy. And so I just wanted to encourage you today that those little moments do matter. So when you sit down and you feel like, you know, my life isn't worth documenting, nothing exciting happens to me, nothing worthy of sharing happens to me, don't believe that for a second, because you are created in the image of God. You are beautiful, you are wonderful, and every moment of your life, it matters. It 100% matters. So, with that being said, I want to talk a little bit about this entry. And so what I'm working on right now at the bottom here is the day that my mom and I drove down to DC, because the next day we were going to be leaving for vacation, and I really wasn't feeling well this day at all, and so I talk about that a little bit in this entry, and that's partly why I did some hand lettering there with I need a vacation. And then the other elements that I've incorporated into this page so far are that really cute little booking a holiday graphic that you see is actually from the Flow magazine's calendar. It's called Calendar of Tiny Little Pleasures or something like that. And basically every single day of the year, they have a tiny little pleasure. You know, it's like walking in the snow, or in this case, booking a holiday. And it's just a really cute little calendar, but I love using some of their illustrations in my journal, because Flow magazine is, one, amazing. If you've never heard of it, you should definitely look it up. And two, just because sometimes those little pleasures that they talk about, the little ordinary things, these things end up being the really big things when we reflect on them. And that to me is the best part about journaling, is reflecting on the moments in your life, your thoughts, your feelings, and really just being able to process what is happening in your life. And through that, you really just become so much more mindful. And that is why you so often see people talk about journaling as a form of therapy. And creating, especially in this way where you're working with your hands, is such an amazing way to practice that mindfulness as well, because it forces you to slow down with your memories, with your thoughts, with those feelings, and just be there in the moment. So some other fun elements that I'm playing with to work on my own creativity in creating this page are these sticker books. So You all know, if you've been with me for the last few videos, that I've developed a new obsession with the American Crafts sticker books. And on that note, I would just like to say that playing around with stickers, with ephemera pieces, that is a form of creativity. You are still working with your hands and creating something. You are still playing around with images and figuring out where to place them. So don't feel like the only form of artistic expression or creativity needs to be something that comes 100% from you in terms of a drawing or a hand lettering. Sometimes just playing around with elements that other people have created and put out into the world for you to use, like stickers, can be a really great place to start when you're developing your own creativity as well. So after doing a little hand lettering for this show I watched and remarking on the fact that this was just an ordinary day, I went and wrote a letter to myself reflecting on this day and the attitude I had towards myself, which was kind of feeling bad about not getting a lot of work done. And so what I did is I wrote Kelsey Lee. So I'm addressing myself in this note, and I said, Kelsey Lee, it's okay to have lazy days. Embrace self-care and don't be so hard on yourself. God loves you, not the work you produce. And that is such an important reminder for myself, because I am someone who can get very caught up in all of the things I want to do and create and work on, that I forget to slow down and take moments for self-care. And I feel really guilty when I do take that time, like just spending a whole afternoon watching a show, which is what I did this day because I wasn't feeling well. That gives me a sense of guilt, and so I just sometimes need the reminder that that's not why God put you on this earth, and it's not how He loves you, right? He loves me and others love me for me, not for the things that I create and produce. And so hopefully that message isn't just for myself, maybe it's something you needed to hear as well. So just know that your value does not come from your work, it does not come from how much creativity you have, how much talent, it just comes from being you. You intrinsically have value. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Until next time, fam, here's to a life full of abiding creativity, joy, and love.